Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we have a chance to check fresh kit from HobbyBoss. And as usual you can find link to the review article here in the video description below, so click it and read text in English and Russian with detailed photos. As you can see, this is a 72nd scale tank which copies IDF Merkava Mk.IV. It is, let's say, relatively fresh release from HobbyBoss, and it will be interesting to see how this kit is actually molded. As you can see, it comes in this nice box. Here you can see comparison with my hand, it's not that big. Then we have here a short history note in Chinese. Here we have short history note in English, some safety advices, decal sheet shown in form of this small picture, and that's pretty much all. So let's open it. This is a top opening box, and that's what we have inside. As you can see, there is plenty of space inside. Each sprue is sealed into its own plastic bag. As you can see, it is sealed, it's not resealable bag. And we're gonna start from the upper hull part, which is packed separately as well. Just give me a second to cut through the back and we will take a closer look. What is quite interesting in 72nd scale kits from HobbyBoss is that, for example, here you can see the top half, and it comes pre-molded with pre-molded elements. For example, here you can see the shovel, of course periscopes, hatches, gun mount. Here on the sides you can see side skirts, and here as well, and together the towing cables. On the rear part you can see the mud guards. Of course, some modelers might say that this is not that good approach because you can't play with any possible combinations, but from the other side it makes assembly easier and lets you focus on the painting or maybe weathering of this vehicle. I mean, again, everybody has different tastes, so it will be up to you if you like this or not. But as for me, the top hull part looks relatively good, especially for 72nd scale, and I guess, as I said before, it will be easy and fast to assemble this tank. Then we have lower hull half. Here we have absolutely the same approach as we saw on the top hull part, so as you can see, all suspension parts are pre-molded. Then we have here special door rear hatch, which is also pre-molded, so all you will have to do is add suspension elements, I mean wheels and drive sprockets, and you are ready to go. Of course, inside there is almost no detailing, or actually absolutely no detailing, so you have to forget about any possible detailing inside, let's say. Then we have separate sprue which is dedicated to turret parts, which is quite surprising. But if you consider size of the turret on the Merkava, it becomes a bit more obvious and logical because it's really huge and it's almost as big as main hull. So here you can see some of the suspension elements, and then we have the hull parts, as I said. This is the lower half, and here we have the top half, and here we have different interesting elements. For example, this rear part copies canvas cover. Then we have on the side some different elements. Note that at least one hatch will be molded separately, so some modelers will be happy to see such parts division, but otherwise it's just the same approach as we saw on the hull parts. Next we have this plastic bag with suspension elements and tracks, and here comes the next interesting thing, because on some 1/72nd scale kits we saw that tracks come as set of separate track links. Well, it's not the story about this kit. As you can see here, tracks are pre-molded together with those road wheels and drive sprockets, and that's pretty much unusual approach, I would say. Here you can see them. Of course you will have to apply these halves which will close the tracks, but otherwise it is quite interesting thing. And as you can see, we have sag out of the box, so you won't be able to play with them a lot, but from the other side it should be easier again to assemble those and maybe even to paint them because you have everything in place. Next we have another plastic frame which is dedicated to minor parts. I can see here road wheels, I can see here main barrel which is molded as a one-piece part. Let's start from the main barrel. Here it is. So of course you will have to delete all those pins, but otherwise it is molded quite nicely, and I guess for out of the box build it should be more than enough. Then we have here different minor elements, machine guns here, and the road wheels here. I'll zoom in. These are halves of the road wheels, because you saw the second halves are pre-molded together with tracks, and here we have the second half. Again, molding quality looks quite fine, and it should be easy to separate these parts of the sprue. Decals sheet is packed into the separate plastic bag as well, so I need a second to open it, and then we will take a closer look. Oh, it's actually even secured with help of tape, which is quite interesting solution, I would say. Nevertheless, I will try to cut it with knife. Okay, so here it is. Here we have all necessary symbols for, I guess there will be 3 marking options, maybe 2 marking options. We will see it now in the assembly manual, so just give me a second. Of course, as usual for Trumpeter and HobbyBoss kits, we have also different advertising materials. For example, this brochure, where we have French Navy Dunkirk battleship. Then we have here Nagmahon, A11, Merkava and Skoda Turtle. And then on the bottom of the box we have assembly manual, which is printed in black and white. I would rather prefer assembly manual to be printed in color than the brochure, but nevertheless we have what we have. So here is the parts map. Assembly process starts from suspension parts. Then we add them some elements to the lower hull half, add suspension elements, close it with top hull part, then we assemble turret, and that's pretty much all. And as I said, there are 2 marking options included, so you will have to choose out of those. And as you can see, painting guide is given in black and white version. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video and you want to help us, press the like button, because it will help us greatly. And of course, I will see you in the next video review. Bye!